Hello everybody! Today I want to show you how you can use the new functionality of notebooks in extension Power User for dbt in your Visual Studio. And my problem today is a new source. I have a completely new data set in my database and I want to add this into my dbt model. So let's start. This new data set or schema is called tracking, and I have no idea how many tables I have in there. So let's start by opening my panel, and in actions I have some configured notebooks that they created for us already to help us, and what I want is to generate dbt source. So because this is a new schema, I don't have anything yet, and then I need to change, as it's written here, my schema name to my actual schema name, which is tracking. So changing in here my code and running this cell. You see this is a Jinja cell. This is generating for me a YAML file, which I can simply copy and paste in my sources YAML file. Nice. So here the extension already gives to us generate model. So I can click in here and then I can see that I have this activity type with 3 columns that I can simply run and have a quick look at it. Activity type, description, and name. My other one, browse activity, might be a little bit big. Let's keep it for last. And then I have these pages. Let's generate this model. And also taking a look at it, I have 5 columns. Also very simple. And my last one is browser activities. This one seems a little bit big because actually all the activities that my tracking system has. So let's, instead of just running, let's profile this query, which is another prepared notebook that they created for us, the extension creates for us. And in here, it will, from this query that I'm running now in a Jinja cell, I can run then a Python code, and this has this profiling report that I can just take a look at everything that I have in this as a pre-analysis. Okay, so now as I can see, I have these 9 columns in here. There's 500 rows in this specific table. And they look like something that I could use in, for example, in a fact activities table, so I can have everything relating to a activity in my web page. I have page ID, which I can join then with pages, and I have activity type ID, which then I can join with activity types. And I even have some user ID, which I might be able to join with, for example, users. So I have users here. Okay, and now the result of my profiling is using the result of my previous cell with the data tag. And I can see here that I have the 9 columns that I knew before, but I can see more details that I have some missing cells, and I can see the missing cells is, for example, in user ID. So whenever I'm joining with users, I have to be aware that not all activities are relating to one user ID. And I can see also more information about each of the columns. And one thing that I wanted to see, for example, is a timestamp. So what I'm looking at. So I'm looking at only 2 days of tracking, not so much. And then maybe I can see the duration of each session. Hopefully this is seconds, so I have between 0 and 300 seconds, for example. And more information, like, for example, click count. And I can see in the click count, there's sometimes zeros as well. Maybe there's something wrong with this. And that's all I wanted to share with you today. See you in the next video.